Thank you, Richard. Afternoon, everyone. Straight to the team confirmation for you. Pepe Reina, the goalkeeper who broke Chelsea's hearts in the Champions League shootout in May. And Daniel Agger, who got the crucial goal that night, returns to the Liverpool back line this afternoon. In midfield, Steven Gerrard in, despite the broken toe in Toulouse. Jermaine Pennant and Xabi Alonso, who didn't feature on Wednesday, are back today. And there's an Anfield debut for Fernando Torres and a recall for Dirk Kuyt. Even getting on the Liverpool bench is tough these days. No place for the midweek match winner, Andre Voronin.
Well, I think we might see a lot of similarities in the way they set up. Certainly, I think that's the case anyway today. Both will rely strongly on their back fours, and the goalkeeper very strong. Both of these have been the last 2 or 3 seasons. Don't expect to see anything different. Carragher and Agger, the rock of that. But ahead of that, I think we'll see, well, it looks to me like we could get one of the more open games between these two, because Pennant will certainly want to get forward. Steven Gerrard will definitely want to drive forward from there. Alonso, I guess, of the 4, will be the one who's probably more disciplined than anyone in that centre of midfield. And Risa, of course, natural left-sided player, will get forward from there. Plus, well, it's good to see, I think, Liverpool setting their stall out. 2 up front, at home, against Chelsea. Let's go for it.
Petr Čech in goal for Chelsea, and in front of him, John Terry is back ahead of schedule, but Ricardo Carvalho out. Michael Essien does return, though, in Chelsea's problem position of right back. In midfield, Mikel is rewarded for his part in Chelsea's extraordinary revival in the second half at Reading, where Didier Drogba showed he's back in business at the sharp end for the Blues. Joe Cole is still amongst the substitutes for Chelsea, as today is Alex, the Brazilian defender, who has finally arrived from PSV Eindhoven.
Well, you never know with Jose Mourinho, who could fool us and play something different from what we believe. Certainly looks like Essien, as he said, is going to play it right back in their back 4. Ahead of that, it seems natural for Wright Phillips to play down here, for Malouda to play left side, for Lampard to try and do what Gerrard does for them. And I guess Mikel doing the Alonso job of just being the most disciplined. I think he could be key to them today, Malouda. Steve Finnan will have noticed how good a start this lad has made to his career in this division, and he could be a genuine threat if they get service to the front two. We know Drogba's a match winner on his own.
Well, both sets of fans here united before the kick-off by what was seen as good news for both Liverpool and Chelsea, the defeat of Manchester United at Manchester City. Only 2 away defeats for Chelsea in the year of 2007. Both, Andy, have been here at Anfield.
I can hardly hear you, Martin. It's getting loud in here. Sorry, pal.
Just saying that Chelsea have lost 2 away games this year, and both of them here.
I think what he would obviously say, Jose Mourinho, went to the goalkeeper there. That was his first game back after that horrific injury this time last year. And of course, who was he without? Right at the heart of his centre-backs. No John Terry, no Ricardo Carvalho. So that was a big loss, and perhaps they weren't quite at full strength. He won't feel that today, Mourinho.
The England captain on his way back for Chelsea. John Terry fit after just 2 weeks following a knee ligament problem. But it looks as though the England vice-captain is on his way out temporarily. Steven Gerrard needing a pain-killing injection today, but so needed by Liverpool that they have patched him up for this one. But he's going to need a little bit of a break, you feel, and that might be at the expense of England. But it's quite a fixture for the first home game of the new campaign for Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool and Chelsea, as Richard was saying, have been regular opponents down the years, but since Benitez and Mourinho became the respective managers, there has been a fresh ferocity, a rivalry with a genuine edge to it. Meetings in the 3 years of this era in 5 different competitions between the Anfield Reds and the Blues from the Bridge. Well, here they go again, and it's live.
Against Chelsea, the second of our 2 live matches on this Super Sunday. The interactive facility is available for Sky Digital viewers. Push the red button on your remote control and you will get that menu page. Match commentators Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Both have 100% records in the new Premier League season. Just Steven Gerrard's extraordinary free kick beat Aston Villa last Sunday. And Chelsea have trailed at home to Birmingham and away to Reading and still come up with 6 points out of 6. Chelsea kick off unbeaten in their last 16 Premier League games since that 2-0 loss at Anfield in January, when they came here without both Terry and Carvalho, and Petr Čech played his first game since his fractured skull. Essien was a centre-back that day, and they were out of the game in the opening 20 minutes when Pennant struck his so far only goal for Liverpool, and Dirk Kuyt was on target as well. They were all over the place at the beginning of that one, and we'll be hoping for a better start here.
Well, both teams set up exactly as we thought. Now you see Alonso quite near his own back 4, just dwelling on it a little.
Taken from him by Drogba. And Mike Phillips, who's busily on the scene, and Drogba pulls it well wide.
Now, when you're Didier Drogba, you can get away with that.
He scored a stunning winner at Reading when Jose Mourinho's management was amazing, really. A huge gamble in changing the side at half-time came off spectacularly. Within 5 minutes of the restart, his reshaped team had turned 1-0 down into 2-1 up, and there was no catching them after that. They were without Essien.
Funny enough, there's that ball that Jose Mourinho talked about, that they do like to use Liverpool to John Arna-Risa. Part of the reason Essien's in at right back, so he can combat that aerial threat from there.
Torres can't get away. You feel huge expectation on his young shoulders. Good work by Alonso in the challenge. Pennant, who played well against Chelsea last season, and has found Risa. Out comes Čech and smothers it at the feet of the Norwegian.
I can't believe that. I can't believe he's miscontrolled it. I mean, because he will not get a better chance all day. It's a beautiful ball fizzed over, and he sees it all the way onto his foot. I just cannot believe on his left side he miscontrolled it the way he did. Golden opportunity for Liverpool.
Rob Styles is the referee. He's given Liverpool a free kick here. The pitch is slick, and I must say it feels more like mid-season than just the second weekend. That might suit the players.
You just wonder if they might knock a few over Ashley Cole as well.
Headed by Essien. Count almost confusing Pennant, but Finnan has it. One of Lampard, who's had his own toe troubles as well. We'll see how Gerrard goes today. I guess if it was maybe a lesser match, Liverpool might have left him out. Flag is up against Risa.
I'll tell you what's interesting, looking at Chelsea. I look down below me and we've got Kalou. When they lose the ball, taking up a position wide on the right, and Sean Wright-Phillips is just tucking in into the midfield area. He's tucking in, well, even now he's 20-30 yards infield. Maybe that's what they're going to do when they lose the ball, is to just get Kalou back on the right.
Glanced on by Drogba, who at times has terrorised Liverpool, particularly in the game they won here 2 seasons ago by 4-1. But Liverpool have lost only once in the Premier League at Anfield since then, and that was rather a smash and grab by Manchester United here in March.
Yet again, Kalou dropped in below us, Martin. It looks like that's what Chelsea's plan is when they lose the ball. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get Sean Wright-Phillips involved in that position that he takes up just infield.
Terry. He's so concerned when we saw him at the Community Shield when he didn't play that he'd be out for a month. Torres and Gerrard sprinting forward, taking it on the burst, trying to take the shot as he so often likes to do early, and not frightened from having a crack from that sort of distance, but he didn't get it right.
Well, so typical Gerrard, the join up, not the finish.
Ashley Cole and Jermaine Pennant, great pals, of course, from their Arsenal days, but in direct opposition here. Drogba sweeps it forward. Only Kalou to chase. Below, who's not the most attacking left back, but Wieser in the end didn't need him. He's coming around the outside of the Norwegian. Corner.
Concentration when you defend and set play is important today. They're both pretty big sides, all over the pitch.
Chelsea have gone a goal down in each of their games this season. Cleared by Kalou. Tony Carragher on his way back. Marisa seeing plenty of the ball in these early minutes. He's done well to get the cross in. And it's Gerrard. Blocked by Lampard. Mikel gets a bit of distance to it. And Gerrard wins it back, and at the moment, happily for Liverpool, absolutely no signs of any inconvenience for their supposedly stricken skipper. Agger. Count trying to get in behind Ben Haim. And coming together there, and free kick has been given against Count.
Well, if he did foul him, he shouldn't have done, because Ben Haim was really struggling there. He was never going to get any distance on his header. A bright start from Liverpool. Opening 6.5 minutes of the match. They've been up, the tempo's been good. Wieser's caused Essien a few problems.
Up in the air from Agger. Finnan had just tucked in a bit and needed to. On from Pennant and from Kaut. Mikel. Malouda, who's fitted in so quickly. Drogba. Malouda. Decided to go back towards Drogba rather than giving a strike at goal. It looked inviting for him. Maybe it wasn't quite to his left side, to his liking. And Liverpool with Pennant. Torres. He's probably not very good on his left side.
Martin, you're right. It dropped back onto his right foot. I think it might have been his left foot. Malouda would have pulled the trigger straight away. Torres' real first involvement here. Not the best strike he'll ever have, but it's an attempt.
Fernando Torres, who was very much the main man at Atletico Madrid. Here he's in a team of stars when he can get into the team. So many competitions throughout the lineup for Rafa Benitez to work to the collective good, he hopes. It's always the essence of Liverpool in the true glory days. You're never quite sure of your place in the side. And plenty like Voronin, Benayoun, haven't even made the bench today.
Well, the squad's there. There's absolutely no doubt in anybody's mind about that. And it's there and available for the manager. It's his use of it that might well decide how close Liverpool go this year.
He's obviously happy with this 11 at Villa Park. Mikel is coming in front of Terry and making the captain's challenge unnecessary. Finnan. One of several here have been rewarded by the new owners with fresh contracts. Count. Gerrard.
A little bit overhit. Nice idea.
Always think of what might have been. That's from the neutral perspective, if Steven Gerrard had taken one of those invitations to become a Chelsea player.
Well, we'd have found out if Lampard and Gerrard could play in the middle of midfield together, wouldn't we?
Certainly, it's Gerrard winning the header. He's begun the game in a very conspicuous fashion. And Mikel having to avoid the referee as well. Good work by Alonso in the challenge. Finnan. Racer again. Trying to make himself available from the diagonal ball from Gerrard. A real key battle, a square-shouldered battle between Essien and Risa.
To be fair, it's when Risa's had the ball at his feet that he's caused Essien the most problems early on in this match.
Essien went off with a damaged knee after scoring what turned out to be the winner against Birmingham last weekend. Ben Haim. Mikel. Now Lampard. Liverpool having a bit more controlled possession than Chelsea, and it's reflecting in the danger that they're showing as Arbeloa lifted over Essien and Rob Stars is across and reaching for his yellow card.
Well, it's the first tackle of the match, really. Whether Rob Styles is deciding that, OK, it's the first one, goes to ground, slides in. I'll just book him, make a little example. Let's hope that's what it is.
It was very skillfully done by Arbeloa.
It was. And they worked the ball beautifully. I mean, there was a slick piece of one-touch passing in the middle of midfield there. And then they eventually opened it up to this left-hand side.
Jose Mourinho indicating his disapproval to the fourth official, Phil Dowd, the Chelsea manager, back on his seat.
Oh, I think probably about the booking. Essien might have to make a few more tackles in this game.
Count. Risa winding up. And Czech with a slippery ball to deal with. And recent memories of a goal that was really down to him at Reading on Wednesday.
Well, they've worked this one again. You can only think that, because Kaut wouldn't have gone that short. They know he can thump one. I guess the biggest disappointment there is no one got across the line of the ball to give Czech a problem.
Chelsea won the first 5 Premier League matches against Liverpool in the Mourinho Benitez era. That, of course, came to an end here in January. Then the last 18 months, Liverpool have bounced back, if you like, an FA Cup semi-final success, a Community Shield triumph, then that 2-0 Premiership victory here, and the second Champions League final reached at the expense of Chelsea. John Terry said he's never felt more disappointed in terms of club football than he felt here at Anfield that evening on the 1st of May earlier this year. So if there is a psychological edge going into the new season between these two rivals, maybe it is with Liverpool. Possibly has been reflected in the shape of the opening 13 minutes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think that certainly initially early on, Chelsea are anxious that when they don't have the ball, that they're not giving anything away. Talked about Kalou tucking back, almost making a 5-man midfield when they lose it. Mikel hardly moving from 10-15 yards in front of John Terry and Ben Haim. So I think they're setting a stall out not to go behind early as they did in that 2-0 defeat here last season.
Essien pulls for Lampard. It was executed with great vision. It was maybe just an awkward height for Florent Malouda. Who's stolen it away from Alonso and stayed on his feet. Couldn't quite squeeze it through to Kalou. And then played out off right Phillips by Risa.
That's just twice now Xabi Alonso's just been a little careless.
So left Xabi Alonso out of the Champions League semi-final here, and Mascherano played, didn't he, and played extremely effectively. It's almost been like a second son to Benitez has Alonso. He's usually picked for the big games, and he's back in for this one. Back heel by Pennant for Finnan. Early cross for Torres to fight for. In mindful maybe of Czech's uncertainty on that set play at the Medeski Stadium on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it tempted the goalkeeper. A little bit too much height in it from Steve Finnan.
Challenge well against Kaut, but Liverpool break. Torres. Ben Haim first to him. Torres gets past him and scores his first Liverpool goal on his Anfield debut. In superb style. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0.
Well done, son. So I can say, you won't often get a bigger stage to make a first impact and a first impression. And my goodness, hasn't he just done this? But make no mistake about Steven Gerrard's partners. Watch this. Slide rule. What a ball he's just played through. Now, have you got enough in your locker to beat, I think, one of the best defenders around? Ben Haim. But he makes it look so easy because he takes it onto his right foot and he keeps it there. And it's an absolutely sublime finish across one of the best goalkeepers in the world. First involvement really in the game, but what an involvement.
And taking into account the Community Shield, Chelsea are 1-0 down for the 4th time in a row this season. This time to Fernando Torres and Liverpool. Defenders will know that you've got to keep him on his left side and not let him work the right foot even when he's coming from the left. But it was an awkward angle, and didn't he slot it? But it's a fair reflection really on the way the game has started.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been the better side without a doubt. Liverpool haven't created an awful lot. There's been nothing too much to worry Czech.
But Gerrard's strong. And as you said, Andy, so incisive with the pass, but a bit was left to do, and Torres did it to announce himself really in the English game. And he wants the ball again, but his fellow countryman Alonso just waits. It's still on maybe for Fernando Torres, and he gets it. And Ben Haim tangles with it.
No, he's not getting anything there. With the best will in the world. Ben Haim stands his ground. Not a problem there. Rob Styles absolutely right.
Mikel. A little bit impeding on Risa.
What's that old saying? You only get one chance to make a first impression. Well done.
Top draw. Liverpool number 9.
Well, I settle a little now. I mean, I know they're really on the metal, and you wonder whether Benitez would be saying, come on, push on a little, not push on extravagantly and take chances, but keep the tempo of the game high and keep at Chelsea and see if they can get that second goal.
Kaut. Pennant. Torres. Good tackle by Mikel. And Gerrard stopping Chelsea counter-attacking. Sean Wright Phillips. It was a beautiful ball to him by Ashley Cole. That little stab technique that he uses, and he used to set Malouda away in the Community Shield.
Yeah, but that just shows you, and Steven Gerrard, when you get good players who are intelligent, Martin. Alonso had gone forward that time. What did Gerrard do? He just said, OK, he's gone, I can't.
Torres to Risa, looped up off Essien. Again a little bit less relaxed by Tal Ben-Haim, who's slotted in so well to his new club. In fact, 3 games before today, only given away 3 free kicks for a central defender.
No, he does stand on his feet very well, Ben-Haim, and reads it. I have to say, Torres skipped past him as if he wasn't there then.
Change of pace,
yeah.
You better believe it.
Well, that's what, you know, Henry is renowned for that. People who can slow defenders down, and then in a blink of an eye they can just inject a bit of pace.
Drogba applauding the thought behind the pass, even though Agger has pipped him that time. Risa. Well, you said it might be open, Andy, and often a key to that is an early goal.
I think it has been open, Martin. I just wonder if Mourinho will decide at 1 down to say to Cully, OK, there's not much point you coming back in here, this right-hand side when we lose it, and just get a bit of width. Sean Wright-Phillips has really been fairly anonymous, I think the word would be, after 20 minutes. Not really been involved in it, and I don't think playing 20-30 yards infield has really helped. I always think he's better when he can get almost chalk on his boots, if you like, and Chelsea can get the ball to him.
They're just backpedaling out of picture to get a wider position to see if he can be picked out. The side have a bit of not exactly controlled possession, but work the ball forward from the back. Essien, a little lucky that got beyond Alonso to Malouda. Essien again, it's his 100th game for Chelsea today, and almost exactly 2 years. Malouda.
That might be a free kick. He was theatrical. That's what gave, I think, Rob Stells a problem here about the decision. I think Malouda's got a chance to shoot here. When he opens himself up like that, I thought hit it, but the second touch just lost the opportunity. I think it's a free kick, but he certainly made it extravagant looking. Rob Stells, just talking, you've had a couple. I'll maybe give you one more. Essien didn't get that luxury. But first threat, really. First genuine chance for Chelsea to hit back.
As they have done in their other games so far this season. To take Manchester United to a penalty shootout in the Community Shield, to go on and beat both Birmingham and Reading.
Well, he's put the ball down with some purpose, Didier Drogba. Frank Lampard in the background.
Rob Styles striving with some difficulty to get the Liverpool line back. And Chelsea trying to create a gap with Ben-Haim and Terry for Drogba to use, or maybe Lampard to use.
Just thinking that he's that close to the ball, Drogba. Might just be a nudge.
No. Here's Drogba. What a touch. It is a corner. I think to Liverpool relief. A deflection like that might have taken it in.
Liverpool claiming it went off a blue shot, but it didn't. It was off Pennant. Referee got that right again. What I find extraordinary is that Liverpool don't have a player up the pitch, and yet Chelsea have 3 players, including Ben-Haim, who you'd think would at least cause a bit of trouble, on the halfway line.
Stood out by Risa. Kaut made it his. And Torres rattling Ben-Haim again. Now by Kaut. But good pressure by the Liverpool front two.
Well, what they've got there, I think, up the top are 2 willing, able, quick, mobile players.
Lampard, Drogba, but it's behind Kalou. He set off a little prematurely. Gerrard, Cout. And it back off for Ashley Cole. Reese is in the centre. And got in front of Ben Haim. A long way out to score with a header.
I think that's a fine effort, I have to say. Well, they're up for this, Liverpool. There's absolutely not a doubt about this. Started really well with Rafael Benitez's side.
Hoping that Reina was there to come behind him and pick it up, which he was. Just a minor milestone, really. Liverpool need one more goal for 7,000 in league football. Going back to their start in 1893, there have been some great luminaries, some great goal scorers who've got landmark goals on the way. And Roger Hunt got the 4,000th, Kenny Dalglish the 5,000th, Jan Mulvey the 6,000th.
They wouldn't mind the 7,000 coming along today, would they?
No, and coming now when they're on top.
Exactly.
To get the second goal is sometimes the hardest thing in Premier League play. And you are 1-0 up, as Liverpool are in splendid start from their perspective with their new striker, the £20 million man, Fernando Torres. Drogba. His way past Agger. He's given Agger some very difficult times in the past.
I think even Jamie Carragher at times has given him a torrid time. And he's just a threat, start to finish, wherever it comes to him, or whatever height, seemingly. That ball there, he just brought down on his chest, even under pressure from Arbeloa.
Lampard. Away by Carragher. Liverpool trying to push out. They've lost Kalou. Salomon Kalou needed too many touches. Really get the ball out from under his feet, and he wonders now how.
He's a little unlucky, I think, Lamar, because I thought he controlled it really well, and he needed that other touch to get the shot off. But, well, if it's not Jamie Carragher, it's normally Steven Gerrard, and that was the case there. Right on cue, Liverpool skipper.
Lampard to Terry.
Got a game now. As I say, I thought Chelsea set the stall out initially just to seem happily at 0-0 and see out the first 20 minutes. Never happened. But now, certainly have far more say in the game, Chelsea.
Right, Phillips trying to glide past Arbeloa, and he's made ground against him. It's a lovely cross.
See, that to me is right, Phillips, man. That to me is what they haven't had for 20 minutes, because he's played so far infield. Get him in these areas, and he's a genuine threat. His confidence is high at the moment. That's reflected in the quality of the cross. The difficult header. You're ahead of the near post. It's high. He just gets the bottom of the ball, so he can't really get over the top of it, Drogba.
Ben Haim, I want to look round to see where Torres was. Torres accelerating again. Pretty much took 3 Chelsea players to stop him.
It did. It was a lovely take from him, summed away beautifully.
Oh, Ben Haim.
He was unlucky, Cout. That's what I mean about the front two here. He just made back Ben Haim play that. He didn't want to. He was hoping it would run out. Cout must have come from 40 yards away to put him under a bit of pressure.
Count, of course, who struck the decisive final penalty to win that Champions League semi-final shootout, and also scored against Chelsea in the league in January. These players, a majority of them, off to international duty. We've got England under-21s against Romania under-21s. on Tuesday, 7:30. Played down in Bristol. Having spent a couple of weeks with Stuart Pearce's men in that tournament, European Under-21 finals, I thoroughly recommend you tuning in to follow their fortunes for this campaign. Cleared by Arbeloa. Touched on by Torres. Terry, of course, will be hoping he's fully fit after this to lead England out against Germany on Wednesday. And Lampard should be there as well. Count gets a yellow card for his persistent harassing of the opposition and giving away a few free kicks, I guess.
I mean, 3 free kicks.
I know.
Persistent. It's a bit picky, isn't it?
Good choice of words. "15 minutes to go to half-time. Chelsea a goal down. A not unfamiliar position for them. Finnan wants to keep going. It's Liverpool's throw. The ball was out.
Well, a pretty good half hour. Not bad. Attempts at goal. Chelsea yet to work Pepe Reina.
Finnan. He's too far forward, Jermaine Pennant. Trevor Massey with the flag. Ben Haim. Jose Mourinho has wanted Chelsea to play more adventurously. He said that before the season began, but that didn't include getting in positions where the opposition were getting the first goal of the game. And here's Cowley, sat up for him, and if you catch it right, it might just dip and embarrass a goalkeeper even as good as Petr Čech.
You know, didn't quite work Czech, but this boy did, and has. And I just think Cout does his bit there, but watch this for the pass. One touch and then the outside of the right foot. It's absolutely sublime delivery. And look at the way he just dragged that. That's what we talk about, stopping defenders and then starting quickly again. Hardly a flicker from either manager.
But Ben Haim had got Torres in a position there where he just thought, well,
I've got him. I've got him.
He's going to get past me, but he did. Arbeloa. Agger. Carragher. No longer an England man, though. I must say, turning his back on the national team has seemed somewhat out of character for all the reasons that he's given to Steve McLaren. No more committed man to any cause he's asked to join, really, than the Liverpudlian.
No, it's not a decision that Jamie Carragher would have taken like the Martin. I think that's the one thing we do know. It wasn't just a whim. It would have been well thought out for his own career, for Liverpool, for himself. So it is a loss, though, for England.
Malouda kept going. Arbeloa had to just fill in more centrally, and now he's being challenged by the run of Kalou. And get a free kick out of it. Very dogged defensive player, the Spaniard. Hard man to shake off. Good backing here from the Chelsea supporters, but Liverpool lead. Ball into Reese's territory again, Essien's territory. Lampard. Liverpool had a great record in recent seasons against the other members of the elite, the Fab Four, if you like, as they might say in these parts.
Yeah, they haven't, have they?
Whereas Chelsea have averaged 2 points a game against the other top sides.
He's wondered quite a bit, Florent Malouda, in the opening 35 minutes of this match. Liverpool looking for a free kick.
Yeah, looked a foul, maybe a foul by Drogba.
Yeah.
He was quick to apologise, but Rob Starr said you've got nothing to apologise for. It's a Chelsea throw. Essien. Can't imagine we'll see quite the dramatic switch from the Chelsea managers we saw at Reading on Wednesday, when Sean Wright-Phillips went to right back for the second half and did pretty well. Ashley Cole from left back. And Arbeloa in between the Drogba and Kalou. Drogba got the better of him.
Great position again from the Liverpool skipper. It's the one right in the middle of the 6-yard box and knocked it away. There's a threat from Chelsea. Anytime they get it anywhere near Drogba, he looks like he can make something happen.
It's very well done by Kalou, using the front foot to get to the ball first and hold off his marker. Torres. Mikel hesitated, expecting the whistle to go, but Malouda didn't. Forward quickly by Essien. They look for Drogba at every opportunity. You can really understand that. Lampard. Wanted it back from Mikel, but got a bit close to him in the end, and that's taken the wind out of Reese's sails. Styles happy for a little delay there, so didn't need any attention from the bench and can stay on at the throw. Just feel, Andy, I know it is so early in the season, but from Liverpool's point of view, gaps to be closed in terms of where they've been finishing in the Premier League. A lot of talk here about the investment, new stadium to come. Fans undoubtedly want the league.
You're absolutely right, Martin. And when we think of the beginning of that's a corner, by the way. I think it may have been a corner. Can't believe he hasn't got either a corner or Jamie Carragher stepping across him like that. Look at that, Jamie Carragher just kicks it out. Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like. But I think that you talk about last year. Remember what happened? The bad start from Liverpool. We were talking at the end of what, middle of October, about whether the chances of winning the title had gone. Now, I don't think that Rafael Benitez can allow that to happen this year. I mean that. They're still not happy about the corner there.
And Mikel also thought he was fouled on the halfway line.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He actually pulled out the tackle. That was a problem, Mikel.
If Liverpool win this game today, it'll only be the second time in 12 seasons that they've won their first 2 Premier League games.
There you go. And that's still an if, mind you, today, isn't it?
It is. Alonso. Here's Carragher. Marcel Torres was looking for John Terry before he was looking for the ball, and Terry knew that and isn't happy about it. And they've got to be careful. Players who incline their head forward, as Cristiano Ronaldo found out in midweek. See what Terry's complaining about.
Little debate going on here. John Terry going for it. Just backs his body in there. He's giving away a free kick, so what? Nothing wrong with that. The job is to ruffle players if you can as well. He's ruffled them already with his wonderful finish. This is where the referee's got to be careful. He's going to book it. Oh, there we go. I think the referee's the one who's got to be a little careful. And he doesn't let it get out of control.
Chelsea not shy of letting their feelings known when they believe there's a cause for a grievance or two. Anyway, John Terry hasn't scored for Chelsea for a year, and he's up for this ball in now, and maybe he should have put that to bed.
How has he missed it? Well, Jamie Carragher's furious at the goalkeeper, furious at Risa. He's just saying, somebody at the back post, who took a bit of authority? Who made a decision here defensively? The answer is no one. Has he just got ahead of this, John Terry? He comes in, he thinks he's side-footing it. No, he's missed it. He's missed it. It's a difficult ball for the goalkeeper to come to, but Agger, and particularly Agger, should have just gone, stepped forward and headed the thing away.
Well, John Terry, if he had dived forward, could have headed it in, but couldn't sort his feet out in the end. There's a couch. Well, for half an hour, it was a good football contest. There's one or two other elements coming into it now.
That's just got a bit niggly. But it's 40 minutes that zip by, I have to say.
Terry, who was aggravated by Fernando Torres, could have hit back in the correct way by equalising for Jose Mourinho. And, what his reaction will be in a tactical sense, the Chelsea manager at half-time. Which is, what, 4 minutes plus added time away.
Oh, he's got plenty on there. Plenty he could do.
And in the Premier League table, Chelsea trying to catch a team from Manchester, but not from Old Trafford. Counts 50th Liverpool game today. A win over Chelsea would be a great way to mark it. Essien. Very leisurely style. Got the ability to play short passes and help Chelsea retain possession. Good enough for Carragher.
You just wonder whether Makelele available again, Martin, and 1-0 down, whether he would just, he might get him back on the pitch and just say, well, let's go back to something we're used to playing, or a formation we're used to playing. It would mean he'd need to sacrifice probably Kalou, somebody like that. But it would release Mikel into a further position up the pitch. It would release Wright Phillips to go wide on the right. That might be a booking, I have to be honest. And Mikel better be careful, because he's had a kick at Steven Gerrard as well. Drogba just in to scam him down a little bit. The ball got away and he's a little late, Steven Gerrard, no doubt in their mind about that. It's a yellow card, but he's had a little go back.
And so often it's the retaliator who gets into more serious trouble.
Well, half-time might not be a bad thing.
Lampard. And for Reina to come and claim. That's the decisive goalkeeping that Gerrard was calling for a couple of minutes earlier.
Well, Jamie Carragher had a go at him for that free kick. Maybe that was still in his mind.
Through from a little touch from Cal. Pennant cut back for Torres, but behind him. Torres had sensed where the space was. There goes Kalou. But a chase that epitomises what this game is all about from Arbeloa. Is Liverpool to protect the position given to them by the well, a very promising goal, shall we say, from Torres.
I think this
match and for this season.
I think the game itself is just coming to the boil nicely. I would say that.
Essia.
No, I just don't see Sean Wright-Phillips in there, honestly. I'm not Jose Mourinho by any stretch of the imagination, but I just think he's been very largely ineffective, Sean Wright-Phillips. And I think mainly because of where he's being asked to play.
Kalou's gone wide right again with Liverpool having the ball. Over Kaut. It stemmed really from the front for Liverpool. Kaut and Torres have really unsettled Ben Haim in particular. And, they can knock it forward with plenty of expectation, Liverpool at the back. Another touch from Torres there, and they're keeping this high tempo going right to half-time, which is only a few seconds away. Drogba, Malouda, Lampard,
and Torres has stayed down. Well, he obviously thinks that's a serious one. One or two Chelsea players might come over and ask a question as to why Rob Styles has stopped the game. I have some sympathy with the questions. It didn't look a bad one. And that's exactly what John Terry and company are asking. We have the ball, and you know, this is coming in there. Doesn't look an awful lot, just get caught in the ankle. Chelsea had the ball in decent position and were going forward and advancing. Rob Styles decided that he felt it was serious enough to stop the game.
Yeah, I think it just took him that time, that thinking process, that made it more frustrating for Chelsea that their move did go on into possibly threatening position. Half-time.
Just the right ankle. I don't know whether it just got underneath him or whether they're saying might have landed on it, caught it. If it's a knock, not a problem. If he's gone over on it, more of a problem, obviously. Well, Chelsea will get the ball back, but about 70 yards from where they wanted it. Well, you couldn't have kicked a better ball for touch, could he?
Well, an awesome start to his first half at Anfield, but a painful finish to it for Fernando Torres. But his superbly taken goal, the difference between these two rivals at the break.
First goal scored at
Lots left in it as well, isn't there? Steve McClaren, England's head coach, is our guest. Jamie and myself. 1-0 Liverpool. It's been an equaliser at Blackburn United.
The squad, and it's an opportunity for some of them to come in and show what they can do. And it's a squad game now. It's not just about 11 players. It's about the squad.
Well, we're ready to go, or almost. Thanks, Ian. We'll see you Wednesday night, of course, and we wish you well with that.
Forward to that. Thank you.
Let's rejoin our commentators here. Changes look, Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Yes, Richard, we've got a Chelsea substitution at half-time with Jose Mourinho. No surprising, it's an attacking one. He's taken off Salomon Kalou and brought on Claudio Pizarro. He's had broader issues to deal with over the past few days with the earthquake in his native country, Peru. It has a football situation to try and concentrate on now, as Chelsea look to come back against Liverpool, for whom Fernando Torres has resumed and actually sets the second half underway.
Well, the one thing that must mean is that the young lad on the ball now will play far more of the game where he is right now than he did in the first half. I can't see Pizarro dropping too far off the front to that right-hand side the way Kalou was asked to do it. So I think that possession of Sean Wright-Phillips will change, and that can only benefit Chelsea, I feel.
Bit of room for Torres. He's trying to take advantage of it. It was in front of the back four, and he got close to them. He just lost his way. And here's Malouda with Ashley Cole powering up outside him and now inside him.
Well, 5 Premier League goals Chelsea this season so far. 5 different scorers, all on the pitch now with Pizarro's introduction.
Touched on by Torres. Turned by Terry. Carragher plays safe.
Just look down below me and I see Torres up with Benaim and Terry, and you'd expect Essien to be pushed well on up the pitch, but just reluctant to go.
Well, Chelsea have got a corner, so they'll pile in now. Lampard to take it. And,
still keep 3 out. Sorry, Martin.
Liverpool markings only. And it nearly worked for Chelsea. 2 touches, a second from Mikel, but off target.
That's a snap chance, isn't it? Arrives at them very, very quickly, but not an awful lot of blue shirts in there. I'm a little surprised at that. What, 4 chasing a goal? They do leave a lot of players out.
Well, their turnaround on Wednesday was spectacular when they're big goal-getters got the escape route sorted out. Lampard equalised and Drogba won it at the Medeski. Terry's looked in pretty good shape, given that he missed a couple of weeks training, and clear that all this pre-season work might have gone to waste.
It's an important little toe poke from Steven Gerrard there.
He needed a bit more subtlety to get beyond Essien. Liverpool covering cleverly for him, so that Essien had to go back to Benaim. Malouda. Pizarro, an easy target for Carragher, really. Mikel spreading it very well to Wright Phillips. And puts it in for Pizarro!
Oh, there you go. How many times have we seen that first half? How many times have we seen Sean Wright Phillips stretching the play? Not once. He's made the change, Jose Mourinho, and it's almost worked perfectly. Maybe a better header, maybe he could have played in. Drogba, he gets a bit more on that, he just heads it back across the 6-yard box, and Drogba would surely have tapped it in. Glorious opportunity for Chelsea, that.
Arbeloa. There was that one ball, wasn't there, from Wright Phillips in the first half.
Yeah.
Drogba was struggling more near post, couldn't hit the target. And the threat is there.
Not an attempt on target for Chelsea. Yeah, I think that once he got wide. That was, we hadn't seen him at all when the ball's on the left-hand side, stretched the play all the way over the right, the way he did then.
Mikel. Go to Wright Phillips again, maybe via Essien. Benaim. Good defending by Arbeloa. Cout, Pennant. Torres, lovely football from Liverpool. Early from Pennant, it was the right idea because there were 3 bombing forward, and here comes Risa.
Just never arrived at it when he wanted. He wanted to reach it, was smack on the half volley. It just left the ground again as he made contact with it. Nice little give and go there from Pennant. Look at that, he doesn't waste any time. That's what I think he's at his best. Yeah, well, Yeah, we know how he feels.
Steve McLaren's heading away soon, but I'd like to have heard what he thinks about Jermaine Pennant as a candidate to play on the right-hand side. Some checkered times with the under-21s, I know, but he seems to be a more mature character now. Here's Kaut. Torres. Here is Pennant. Gerrard knew he could take a touch, has to get round the referee in the end. Mikel with an excellent block. Gerrard again. Pass right, Phillips. Still Gerrard. It deflected up, almost onto Cout's head.
Well, we've got a game all right. We thought this might be one of the more open games between these two, and I think it's been that.
It's sliced away by Essien.
Right off the shin, that wasn't it? Could have gone anywhere. They were just a bit slow to react to that, Liverpool. When they took the corner, they had time, and no one was making any movement.
It's going right into the goal area. Carragher's in there. Back by Alonso. Kaut was poised, and Essien diverted it from real peril for Chelsea.
It's just horrible to deal with those. He did well, Michael Essien. Good pressure.
Pennant jogs away, so Risa to whip it in, but this time into the safe gloves of Petr Čech.
Torres just stood behind him there. No off chance, he just dropped the ball.
Risa is on this side because he took the corner. Pressed Terry into conceding the throw. All a flurry from Chelsea with Pizarro's header. Liverpool looking to resume the policies that made them worthy leaders 1-0 at half-time. Gerrard, Pennant, and now Kaut. Chelsea were standing off again.
That was nice, bright, quick from Liverpool. Just Kaut didn't get it out from under his feet. Gets stuck underneath him here, but another little give and go. Got this lovely one-touch football. Never really got it set to hit the strike. Keep it down.
15 seasons of the Premier League. Liverpool finished second once and third 5 times. Frustrating for the 18 times champions of England. Particularly as the Manchester United only a couple of titles behind them. Lampard. Pizarro. Essien. Trying to get it in quickly for Drogba.
That was a nice idea. Again, just a little too much air in it.
It's high octane and high quality stuff at Anfield. Risa powering past Essien. And Liverpool a bit short of numbers in the middle. So quickly and Risa got forward.
Well, you don't see these two stretched the way this game is at the moment very often.
It's Malouda's turn, but back comes Pennant. That's what wide players have to do. He'd love to be doing his work in Chelsea's territory, and he's had some good moments in this second half, Jermaine Pennant. He'll track back very responsibly. Kaut. Mikel. A moment's pause for Essien and Chelsea. The goal in the 16th minute from Fernando Torres. We're 10 minutes into the second half at Anfield.
Putting both arms up to block that attempted crossfield pass from Malouda. That was the disappointment. They didn't get a free kick, Chelsea.
Right, Phillips. Lampard trying to screw in the cross. There's only 2 Anfield goals in club football have been penalties. One for West Ham, one for Chelsea. I don't think they'll want a penalty against Reina, will they? Pennant, Torres, Couts on, he didn't see him.
Didn't see him. That was the only reason I'm sure the ball didn't get there.
And Ashley Cole closed down by Pennant. Down goes Torres, one way or t'other. It's a free kick for Liverpool on the edge of the Chelsea area.
Might have been a free kick for Ashley Cole. Maybe painted a little tug earlier on. But then when Torres joins up here, a little bit of an error here from Cole. And then you're not quite sure. A little bit of tugging from both here. And actually Torres goes over Pennant.
Yes.
That's why they're a little unlucky again, Chelsea.
But there was some shirt pulling from Ashley Cole. I'm not sure that's what the free kick was given for, though. Anyway, it's in Risa territory.
Well, I need to go back further than that.
Risa scored 3 times for Liverpool against Chelsea, but none of them have been in the league.
Well, if it's normal, Rhys, I mean, Steven Gerrard's lurking ominously just to the left of the ball. Might be looking to try and bend one, I don't know, but if it's Risa, then be prepared to get struck wall, that's what I would say. Because he usually just drills these, John Risa.
It's got precious little time to get out of the way. Out of the way he is. At the wall, stuck firm. As Risa struck firmly.
Didn't look very far, I have to say, that ball.
Cat was on the move, wasn't he? He didn't want any risk of getting in the way of that. He's dummied here, but there was no call behind him. Drogba. Ashley Cole. Malouda, good pressure by Liverpool again, starting from the front. Torres. Ashley Cole's challenge.
Well, that's a booking. Good pressure that from Liverpool on Malouda. They really squeezed him down this near side, and when Torres gets away, well, it's desperate. Not so much that, then he hooks him again.
You know it's a booking when Ashley Cole doesn't protest. In by Cout, Pennant, past Cole, behind Cout. Here's Alonso. Made as if to strike it, then tried to steer it. Maybe just got caught between the two.
Yeah, I just wonder whether he could have maybe just take the pace off it with his left. He would much rather have hit this with his right foot. But it comes at him fairly quickly. And, you know, just steadied it with his left onto his right. Might have been able to do that.
There's a real tangle there between Carragher and Drogba that the referee calls even. Essien. Stars just has a look in the direction of those two who are close to each other again, Jamie Carragher and Didier Drogba. They decided to say nothing. Risa. We've had an hour here worthy of the event. And Rafa Benitez has seen his side, he would feel, worthy of the lead.
Yeah, I'd probably go along with that. Just Pizarro, as I say, I think the best chance they've had, Chelsea, has been Pizarro's second half. Might have made more.
Beautiful delivery for Wright Phillips. Liverpool back off. Malouda.
He's given a penalty. He's given a penalty. He has given a penalty when I don't think the ball's anywhere near Malouda. Wow.
Malouda, who got France a penalty in the World Cup final.
I think this ball's behind Malouda. Make your own minds up. He just plays it there, and as Malouda goes across, jumps into Aga. Now, I'll tell you something. Jumps into Aga, makes contact with Aga. This is a ridiculous decision. It's an absolutely ridiculous decision. I agree with you, Rafa, and I haven't always. That is a ridiculous decision.
But he's got a goalkeeper who, of course, defied Chelsea here in a penalty shootout at this end of the stadium. Lampard actually did score in that shootout. But now he steps up in the context of a Premier League match with a chance to level the game for Chelsea in the 62nd minute. Lampard takes it. Lampard scores it. And Malouda is in the mix, and he's the man that will be talked about. Andy.
It's a fine penalty, there's nothing wrong with this. He would have been nervous, he would have been edgy, and it's superbly struck away from Frank Lampard. We can't take that away. But the big debate will be, should it have been at all? And I don't care what Rob Stell says after the game. I don't care. It's one of the most ridiculous decisions I've ever seen. Watch the ball, watch Malouda, and he goes, jumps into Aga, jumps into him. I find that extraordinary. What, jump off the ground, they come together. If anything, Malouda has stopped. I think it was Aga, was it Mark Aga? And Malouda stopped.
Stop the clearance. Stop the clearance.
Yeah, to stop him getting to the ball. I find it's a staggering decision.
Well, there were Liverpool protests after that. A yellow card was shown. And now Ben Haim joins those who will be in Rob Styles' after-match report.
Well, just get big decisions right. That's what people ask for from referees. That wasn't even a decision, to be fair.
Risa. Well, as they did in the Community Shield, as they did against Birmingham City and Reading in the Premiership, Chelsea have come back from 1-0 down to 1-1.
Yeah. Is this a referee that gave the penalty to Steven Gerrard opening game of the season last year, Sheffield United, for the phantom tackle?
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I rather think it was.
I think it was him, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. I was there.
Yeah. Well, Frank Lampard, who equalised at Reading, adds to his successful list of penalties at Anfield. One for West Ham, one in that 4-1 win at the Cop End, and Chelsea won 4-1 here 2 years ago. And then, of course, the one that doesn't count on his official goal tally in the shootout, unsuccessful as it was for his club, but not for Lampard, in the Champions League semi-final in May, and now here in contentious circumstances to level at Liverpool. Terry. Here's Carragher.
Well, there's a game to be won. Make your call, folks.
Just thinking, Andy, with Blackburn and Arsenal, who won their opening league games drawing today. And these two teams, of course, had 100% league records at the start. If it finishes a draw here, does that leave just Manchester City?
Well, you're right again, probably, Mr. Taylor.
And not just one, but not just two, but three victories out of 3.
This one's far from over, mind you.
Far from over. 25 minutes to go. We talked about the protesting. Jamie Carragher was to the fore. Disagreeing with the penalty decision. Sid Mikel, Wright Phillips the beneficiary of it. And the flag was up. Play on from Rob Styles, and both teams are very keen to do that here. We've seen some tight and tactical battles between Benitez and Mourinho, particularly in the Champions League games.
I think part of the reason as well this can be open, Mark, is where it happens in the beginning at the season. It's right at the beginning. Both teams can afford to go and look to win this game.
Out. Gerrard. Steven Gerrard.
Foul. Was it foul against Malouda? Well, he thought so. He asked the question. And whether he just catches Malouda as he pulls the right foot back to strike the ball. Slip slash the call beautifully here. Watch this. I just seem to get caught there. As Malouda comes in at the back there. Yeah, he just stretches out, catches his foot. Immediately asks the question.
Rafa Benitez's reaction to Liverpool losing the lead is to bring on Ryan Babel. Free kick given for handball. Aga trying to see a good ball on forward. It's a clip. Torres. Messian. Back by Aga. And Haim across. Pennant, who reached it well. Risa!
Oh, wouldn't that have been a fitting climax to two amazing passes? First Gerrard's and then Jermaine Pennant's pull back. Different class, he's under pressure, he drops it back into a real good area. And it's absolutely tailor-made for Risa's left foot to step onto this. Biggest disappointment for him was obvious. He hasn't worked Czech.
Well, it was Pennant's last touch, the cross. And Babel, who influenced the game at Aston Villa as a substitute 8 days ago. Drogba. Phillips is not giving this up, and Arbeloa has to play it. Risa. Count. Very well to stay on his feet and keep the ball. Oh, and there's
a little bit of history there. Lampard and Alonso.
Yeah, Lampard with a tackle that broke the ankle of Alonso. It was 2.5 years ago here at Anfield.
You know, people don't forget, do they? He's just come in there. Can't have any arguments about that. Don't suppose he will, Frank.
Well, level 1-1 on goals, 4-4 on the bookings. Chelsea had 5 yellow cards at Reading on Wednesday, 6, and you get that mandatory fine. Not that it makes too much difference to the clubs that are awash with money. Drogba, he's penalised. He walks away without a look at Rob Stars, but you can tell what he's thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
20 minutes left. Here's Babel, the Dutchman. Alonso. Torres. Played that a little bit blind, and it doesn't reach Steve Finnan. I'm sure that was his target anyway. Here's Malouda. Backed up by Mikel. Essien. Torpedoed away by the diving header from Carragher. Right, Phillips. Chelsea in a position here where one more goal will give them 9 points out of 9. And a 7-point advantage at this stage over Manchester United.
Oh yes, we're not even in September.
Gerrard. Signs maybe that Torres is tiring a bit. He did the knock on his ankle right on half-time. Drogba's got to be careful on the border of a gesture of dissent.
Yeah, he was. I have to say, I'm not surprised to see now every little decision go Liverpool's way like that.
There's a big call from the referee for the penalty.
I'm actually still trying to come to terms as why the penalty was given, I have to be honest with you.
Mikel. Navaloa. Now Torres able to turn. Count with him. And Torres trying to take Chelsea on. He ran into Ben Haim. That's the way Rob Stiles saw it as well.
See, I don't get Chelsea's argument here, I really don't. Ashley Cole's ran over, demanding him to be booked. Ben Haim's done the same. I just don't understand their argument here, getting involved in something like that.
You know, last season there were issues amongst the referees about Chelsea's attitude to officials.
So he runs into him and he goes onto his knees. So what's the problem? It's not a foul. The referee's made that decision. Get on with the game. He's given the foul because of that. Well, that's just Chelsea's own doing. Foul given, I guess, because of dissent.
It's so unnecessary. Well, if Liverpool really want to make an example of how foolish Chelsea have been, they'll put this in the top corner. Torres waits just outside the area, making a late run along. Were Chelsea back far enough?
Well, the answer's no, but Rob Stiles wasn't even looking.
Header by Essien. Risa. Essien trying to stop the cross.
Look at the amazement on Risa.
Do you know, Andy, there was just something before that free kick was taken where Rob Stiles, who had booked John Terry, it seemed that the card was clearly out.
So he thinks he's gone off, does he?
Well, Essien and Ben Haim had also been booked earlier as well.
Is that why Essien put his hands to his head there? He thought he was gone off.
Yeah. The weather. Well, we can't dwell on anything at the moment because the next incident is upon us. Been a difficult last 15 minutes for Rob Stiles, and the next 15 minutes isn't going to get much easier, I don't think. Now, I don't know in France what sort of reputation Malouda had, but I know the World Cup final was an iffy one. They're getting the penalty.
I mean, my argument is, where's the ball, Martin? Is Malouda going to the ball here? Is he playing the ball? Absolutely not. He jumps into it. Again, is it Agger, I think it is? Is it Finnan? He jumps into Finnan. And Jamie Carragher's right. His words were, it's an absolute disgrace, and he gets booked for that. It was a disgrace. And I think even the most fervent Chelsea fans must think, well, that's a gift. Thank you very much.
Can I put another point? Was Malouda simply trying to let the ball run?
Yeah, probably. Because he wasn't being intent to get it.
Yeah, rather than trying to get what he actually got.
As I say, it was more, in my opinion, a free kick against Malouda for stopping Finnan trying to make an attempt to intercept the ball.
Joe Cole, who's been sitting and watching after, by his admission, a not very happy pre-season. He had to play in the Community Shield as a makeshift striker because Drogba was injured that day. But you'd think Joe Cole is going to be in Steve McLaren's thinking to start for England on Wednesday. Anyway, he's got a very good record, Joe Cole, on this ground. Scored a winning goal for Mourinho in January 2005. Scored in that 4-1 win as well that I've referred to a couple of times. Essien. Mikel. Joe Cole. Free kick to Chelsea. Referee just waited. Joe Cole was sent tumbling. I'm looking forward to seeing the last word, Andy. You've got a few incidents here to won't be able to look at too many of the other games.
Sadly, Martin, in a day where some of the best teams have played, we've had some of the best games. At the end of the day, the man in black, I'm afraid, is getting far too many headlines.
It's Malouda who hits it.
Off-field call, I think, on the way through.
Well, I thought that, and then he tried to fool everybody, including us, by claiming the corner.
I mean, it's one of those, actually. It could go, if it skips off him and doesn't get such a big contact, could easily get past Reina.
Yeah, Finnan was right by him.
Yeah, but confident it was off Cole.
Agger. Torres. Well, Liverpool here have got to make sure that penalty decision doesn't really knock the stuffing out of them. It's been hard for them to get their rhythm back since it happened. A tug at the new beard for Rafa Benitez.
I don't think his side have done a lot wrong. Chelsea, as they do and as they have done, they dig it out, they stick in, they're never out a game of football. It's not their fault the referee's giving them a helping hand. Not their fault at all. They've just taken advantage of a very, very poor decision.
Andy, I'll ask you one question. How many penalties did Liverpool give away in the Premier League last season?
Well, you know I don't know that answer.
One. How many have they given away in the Premier League this season?
Go on.
2. Jamie Carragher's handball at Villa Park.
Yeah.
Babel. Gerrard with interest and good covering play from right back by Essien. Pizarro needs a bit of help. His own skill got him out of trouble. Cole lets it run. Here's the other Cole, Malouda rather. Mikel. Well, let's get a word from down on the touchline where there's been plenty going on with Jeff Trees. Jeff.
We just spoke to Phil Dowd, the fourth official, to try and sort out this booking scenario, who spoke to Rob Stiles via the radio link. Rob Stiles says, I only booked John Terry. So regardless what the pictures show, Rob Stiles is convinced that he only booked John Terry in that incident.
Well, we've had that one cleared up anyway, but that card was being brandished. Yeah.
You could tell from Essien's reaction, he immediately put his hands to his head to think, horror of horrors, I'm going off here.
Mikel. Lovely work from Lampard. Chelsea, who started this season as a team that knows that they can come back and succeed, but this is Anfield, and maybe 1 point would be good enough.
Well, I think a point away from home against any of your main rivals, and that's certainly what Chelsea would regard Liverpool as, is a point well worth having.
Carragher. In goes Xabi Alonso. It's a great header by Agger. Arbeloa. Through in the penalty area for Liverpool. Finnan. Now Babel, good position to cross. And in comes Risa, tight angle. That's just why he went to try and get it back across the face of the goal. Checked it well.
He did do well. He would love to have taken a shot on Risa, but he quickly assessed that the angle was tight. What a ball from Babel. Fizzed that in with some great pace. And why not?
At the corner as well.
Risa's the one.
Peter Crouch. Grew up as a Chelsea fan. Scored the winner for Liverpool against Chelsea in the Community Shield. That was a 2-1 success. Has 7 minutes here to replicate that in a Premier League context. He didn't score at all last season when he came on as a substitute. All his 18 goals were as a starter. Gerrard takes. Well defended by Lampard. It's going to be a Chelsea debut for Alex.
He's trying to make an angle for himself to the approach. He's ran all the way along the line there.
His count's come out on the right, Andy. Babel more to the left. Crouch can join Torres through the middle, and Crouch gets it. Here is Ryan Babel. Lampard doing stalwart work for Chelsea. 6 minutes left, and it still could be decisive.
Now they have the angle here. Crouch at the back post, Finnan on the ball.
Count!
Corner. It's a corner, isn't it? It's a corner. Well, I'm miles away, maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, it's very much a fingertips from Count. His header.
Everyone in the cop's up.
Number 33, Alex.
Yeah.
On it went.
Malouda.
Hand goes up. Yeah, fingertips. Making sure.
It's Alex for Malouda.
Just responded to that substitution of Rafael Benitez. Alex will just drift into almost the three centre-backs.
Chelsea have owned Alex, if that's the right word, but couldn't play him in England for work permit reasons, so that's why he went to PSV Eindhoven, where he's made a good impact in European football, played a lot in the Champions League. Mikel. Well, when Liverpool were regular winners of the league title, they did so much damage in the closing stages of matches, and particularly at this end of the stadium that they're attacking here.
And that's not quite what they had in mind.
International week coming up. Bulgaria against Wales. Sky Sports 1, Wednesday 5:30. Scotland against South Africa. And it's the same channels, HD1 as well for you. Also available for you on Wednesday, Denmark against the Republic of Ireland. That's Sky Sports 2 from 7. Well, Petr Čech has stopped. We talked in the first half, Andy, about Liverpool's 7,000th league goal. Might have happened here.
This is a fabulous ball in from Babel. It really fizzes that one in. And the angle just goes against Risa. Goalkeeper does his bit. Maybe it would have been better just pulling that out back towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Just in case a Gerrard or a Alonso was arriving.
3 years of Premier League battles between Benitez and Mourinho. There hasn't been a draw. 5 Chelsea wins and then the 2-0 here. Czech wore that skull cap for the first time on his comeback from the head injury at Reading. But we're at 1-1. Crouch. Need on by Gerrard, followed away by Mikel.
And I think you can see where the shape of Chelsea at the moment, quite rightly so. They regard this, or would regard this, as a very, very good point.
Crouch. No support for him. Agger. Knows what it is to score against Chelsea. As does Kaut. Alonso. Babel. Arbeloa goes down the outside. Babel!
Oh, side net.
That was explosive.
Well, this side of you and I are, they're all up in the main stand here. He certainly might have used Arbeloa. Look at the run he makes on the outside. The power was there. Just not quite the accuracy he needed.
Finished his time in Holland by helping the under-21 team to beat England in the semi-final. Scored in that shootout past a Liverpool goalkeeper. Scott Carson, of course, been loaned on again to Aston Villa since then. Pizarro. No foul, says Rob Styles. 90th minute. Babel.
Look at that, plenty of chance from Liverpool. Over double what Chelsea have had. Not an awful lot on target, and only the penalty for Chelsea, the most important start of all.
And it isn't finished at Anfield yet. Kaut could have made more of that. Length of added time awaited with interest.
Four minutes is going to be Mr. Tyler. Just at a sneak preview.
That's the crowd in on Rob Styles' thoughts. And confusion there. Alonso and Agger. Pizarro hasn't quite got the individual attributes to get through on his own. You know, it's 8 games in the league now, Andy, in a row that Chelsea have either drawn 0-0 or conceded the first goal to go 1-0 behind. West Ham away, mid-April, is the last time they went 1-0 up. They need to change that. It's a nasty habit to have. On a slippery surface, you just wondered. I've seen some goalkeeping howlers already this season. If you missed Jens Lehmann's latest, he'll be there for you in the last word, Andy.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it.
No sparer of goalkeepers here.
Why would we be?
No, not after the way you used to earn your living. If you're too young to realise that, Andy scored a lot of goals. Didn't like goalkeepers. Babel. Alonso. But too straight for Crouch to be involved in.
And it was a day that started and really promised so much for the home side. Wonderful start with Torres.
Yeah, it was a glorious start, wasn't it? But it's been grittier, the game, since then.
I just think the penalty decision has really flattened Liverpool for quite some time in this game, I think, as well, second half. And they haven't quite been able to lift it again from that moment.
Played the ball behind. There was a bit of jostling by Terry. That's what Liverpool were complaining about. Lampard. Drogba's still got another sprint in him. It's invariably the forwards who get penalised in those circumstances. Drogba just knocked the ball away, but not far enough to get caution for it. Crouch, Torres. Terry, who's come back well. The flag must have been up.
Handball he's given against someone. Torres, I guess. I think as he went to control it.
It was on the signal of the linesman, wasn't it? He was looking along the line. But Torres has given a glimpse of what Liverpool have bought into.
Yeah.
Big four, what big four? Chelsea and Liverpool, it seems, drawing. Arsenal drawing. Manchester United losing.
It's a very nice thought, Mr. Taylor, that. You know, for football fans, apart from those of the big four that you mentioned.
And as England's finest prepare to get together for the Germany game against Wembley on Wednesday. The Premier League manager with the widest smile, it seems, is going to be a Swede called Sven.
Oh, this has got to go in.
Agger. We've had added time to added time. Agger, Babel, Alonso.
And this has got, I've said it, that's 3 times now, and I can't believe Liverpool have refused to put that in.
Well, the great rivals have produced a 1-1 draw. The penalty decision got Jose Mourinho's Chelsea out of jail, really. Rob Stiles said spot kick. As Malouda went down, Frank Lampard converted. This after Torres had scored a special goal on a special day for him. Both 100% records have gone for these two. And it is Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1.
Which is almost certainly what Sir Alex Ferguson would have wanted after he saw his team beaten in the derby match earlier. A controversial penalty from Frank Lampard, not his fault nor Chelsea's, but plenty to discuss. Results today from the Barclays Premier League. Blackburn and Arsenal drew 1 apiece. Another horrible error from Jens Lehmann unfortunately cost Arsenal today. Manchester City beat United, Giovanni the scorer, in the first half, and it was enough. Bottom looks like that. Bolton, Derby, Birmingham, Villa, Manchester United in unfamiliar territory. 2 points from 3 played. Plenty falling after the games that we've seen today. Liverpool up into 9th now, 4 points from 2. Arsenal into 7th, same return, 4 points from 2 played. Top 4, Everton, Wigan, Chelsea into 2nd, and Manchester City, after 3 games, the only team left 100%.